All right, well, welcome to today's webinar. We will be covering more tips and tricks in Aimy Plus to help you maximize your usage of Aimy Plus and I suppose have the system working most efficiently for you. Last week we ran one of these and we had a lot of feedback of people saying that they actually really enjoyed them and that they were very helpful. So we'll just jump right into it here. The first thing that we're going to go over is the network search and the ability to impersonate parents and staff. So if we go into Tools, Network Search. Can I just get a raise of hands if everyone can see the screen that I'm displaying correctly? Awesome. All right, looks like everything's working for you guys. Cool. So here we have our network search. And so essentially this is a place in the system under Tools, Network Search here, where you can search everyone in your entire network in terms of children, parents, and staff. So the unique thing about the network search is that it doesn't give results based on the current site. So you'll see here that we're logged into client demo site. If we went into child management, parent management, or staff management, we would only get results for the current site. What network search allows us to do is get results for anyone that we have access over in terms of being above them in the tree or anyone in sites that we're linked to. So essentially our permission set, whichever children, parents, and staff fall under that is what will show in network search. So I can search here for all the children in my organization, and what it will give here is an overview of the child, the sites that they're linked to. So you'll see, for instance, here Bradley Apple is linked to client class demo and client demo, and clicking on profile will just take us to that child's profile. It's very similar for staff and parent, but one thing that we're going to highlight here is the ability to impersonate both parent and staff. So I'll just show you in parent here how you can impersonate. So we're just going to go beside John here and click impersonate. So the reason that we really created this is so that you can see as an admin what parents are seeing as well. So if they say to you, hey, look, I don't know where to find this, or there's something strange that's showing on my parent dashboard, you're able to hop in, impersonate them, and see exactly what they're seeing to provide them with some clarity. So if we go, for instance, a parent's having trouble with the bookings and seeing the bookings that they've had in the system, you can easily hop into their dashboard, go into booking history for them, and you can actually say, you know what, I can see your bookings here, and if we go view your booking, it actually shows for the days that it should, and it gives you a good ability to see exactly what a parent's seeing. We also have the ability to impersonate staff members. So if we go to staff here, you'll see that only a few of these staff have the ability for us to impersonate them. The reason being is that we've set it, just due to permission level, that only people who aren't admin can be impersonated. So if you're an admin member, you can't be impersonated by another admin member. And the reason for this is it gets a bit tricky with who has permission to see over who. But the way we've created it is that any admin member or anyone who has permission to this can help any staff member that's struggling in getting or finding something in their system or anything in particular. You can jump in and help them with that. The setting to change the access to this, if we go into staff management, well, what we'll do now is look at the permission level that allows you to access these features. So if we scroll down the page on the staff permission, you'll see that we have down here network search. So this is the ability to use the network search page. And again, it's only for children, parents, and staff of sites that staff member is linked to that they'll actually be able to see. With the network search impersonate, this is a subset ability. So if you leave this unticked, someone can use the network search page and view all the staff, parents, and children, but they won't be able to impersonate anyone. If you tick impersonate, it just gives a staff member the ability to go in and impersonate parents and staff members. All right. So I've got a note here saying that we, just for your sake, knowing that we keep a record of all the logs of these impersonations. So when we created this, there was a bit of uneasiness around people being able to just impersonate whoever they want, and incidents arising, not knowing who made changes to certain profiles, that sort of thing. We actually do, here at Aimy, keep a record of all the impersonations that take place. So if, for instance, a parent's profile is updated and the wrong details are put in, or something is done that's not up to par, we can actually provide you with that information if you need it. Yep, so there's no real worry around that. All right, so that's the impersonate and the network search. The next feature that we'll display is unlocking parents or staff. So this is a feature that isn't widely known in the system, but for security reasons, if a parent or a staff member tries to log into Aimy Plus incorrectly and does it incorrectly too many times, we actually do lock them out of their profile, just to stop people from having an infinite number of guesses to guess a password. So if I open up a new tab here, and I will type in, so for the sake of this, we will use John Apple. So John Apple at example.com. And we will just put in a fake password here, or an incorrect password, a number of times. You'll see that it keeps bringing up the error message, the email or password provided is incorrect. So if we keep doing this, the trigger is 10 times. So if we type this incorrectly 10 times, bear with me. See, you'll get a message at the bottom saying account has been disabled, please contact support. So at this point, the account has been locked, just so that no more guesses can be done on this profile. At which point a parent will likely contact you, asking you to clear that, the ability for them to log in. So if I go to parent management here, from the admin side is where we're accessing now, you will see that John Apple has now highlighted in red, showing that they've actually been blocked. And we actually have the ability here, there's an extra button that pops up saying unlock. So if you click on this one, you'll see that the John is now clear. And if we go back to trying to log in for John, so I'll just refresh the page here. And because the login is successful, it actually allows us to go access this. So I suppose this is something that if you ever get a parent saying that they have that message, that is how you would deal with it. Also, for staff members, it's just the same. If you go into staff management, any staff member who is locked will show up as red, and you'll just click unlock beside that staff member. All right, that's the unlocking parents and staff. Now we will jump into the ability to customize the booking type pop-up. So with this, we have two types of bookings when a parent comes to book. So if we hop in here, child management, and we will just go to the point of where they'll choose regular and casual. Here. So at this point, a parent can either choose if their booking is regular or casual. The reason being is that we know that people offer two different prices for these often. So casual booking, however it's defined for you, will be usually a more expensive price than a regular booking. So the default text here, if you hover over it, says choose this option if your children will attend on a regular basis. And this casual option says choose this option if your children will attend on a casual basis. Now, that's very vague for some providers. That works for some providers. They don't mind that definition being there. But if you wanted to be more specific with your definition, so say, for instance, if you attend at least once a week, or we've had providers who have said that if it's within 24 hours of the start time of the program, that's when they would consider any booking after that point a casual booking. So it totally depends on how you define it, but we have actually made the feature for you to be able to go in and define these how you'd like for periods. So if we go into admin organizations here, and then we go along to the last tab, which is booking info. You actually have the ability here under Customise Booking Type pop-up to enter a customized message for parents, just to help define what each of these mean. If you leave it empty, it will just display that default message that we saw before. All right, so say for instance here, please select if you attend at least once per week. And then the alternative for this one is please select if you attend less frequently than once a week. Say for instance, that was our definition. If we go ahead and click save on that one, and then pop back into making a booking, we will see here that if we hover over a regular booking, it says please select if you attend at least once per week, and then the definition for casual if you attend less frequently than once a week. Now, there has been the occasion where people actually don't offer different prices for regular and casual. If you have one set price, one way that we recommend of setting this up, it actually won't matter too much, because in this case, both paths will lead to the same place. But just to avoid confusion, you could put as a text over this one, please select regular, as this is the only option we offer. And then over casual, say please select regular, as we do not actually provide casual bookings. So that's one way to reduce the confusion for parents. But essentially, if they choose casual, it should take them down the same path as a regular booking, and there should be no issues with that. All right, so that's the booking info text. The last thing I'm going to show you, because we're almost out of time, is the shortcut for the site search. So if we click on the site's name, we can actually do a search in the system, and Dean actually showed you this last week. One thing that's very valuable to note, though, is there is a shortcut, a keyboard shortcut, to actually accessing this. So granted that you're using Chrome, just because the shortcuts likely won't work on other browsers, if you're using Chrome, you actually are able to just use shortcut keys to reach these sites. So the shortcuts are, if you are on a Windows, a PC, the shortcut will be Alt-S will be the shortcut. And if you're on a Mac, it will be Control-Alt-S. So just like that, that's popped up. I'll repeat that for you. So on a Mac, it's Control-Alt-S, just like that. And for a Windows, it's just Alt-S. And so what the idea with that is it's just a quicker way to jump between sites and access the features more efficiently if you feel like you're up to using that feature. All right, so that essentially covers all the things that we were going to cover today, with all the different tweaks that you could use, or the little features, tips and tricks in the system to optimizing Aimy Plus for you, and just to save you some time and energy in using this. Thanks for attending. I hope you guys have a great week.